Hello again. Just read an interesting article on Jihad Watch. I'll attach the link. You won't have to look for it. The title: Boston University professor blames U.S. for Islamic State sex slavery. Now, I'm going to give you the first paragraph, and then I want you to read the rest yourself. And I'm going to focus in on the last sentence in the first paragraph with additional commentary. Quote, in focusing on current abuses in the Middle East, perpetuated by those claiming the mantle of Islam, Americans whose Constitution continues to permit enslavement as punishment for crimes, deflect attention from partial U.S. responsibility for the current crisis in Iraq. Sanctions, followed by military invasion and its brutal aftermath, laid the groundwork for the situation. Kalmachi describes, quote, see, the Islamic State doesn't practice sex slavery because it is sanctioned in the Quran and Sunnah, but because the U.S. did bad things in Iraq. This is what passes for analysis on university campuses these days. Much more below. Again, I want you to focus in on that last sentence. This is what passes for analysis on university campuses these days. Much more below. You know, if you viewed me earlier on, I talked about the head of the university system in California. And the person used to be head of the Department of Homeland Security, Janet Neapolitano. She was also once governor of Arizona. Why do you think she's there? Listen again to the last sentence. This is what passes for analysis on university campuses these days. That's why she's there. The administration wanted her there so she can corrupt the university students with the liberal views that most professors spew in this country. Yeah, the article is most interesting. They're also not focusing on who's really responsible for what is happening in the Middle East. It started with, I believe, the Secretary of State, the first one, Hillary Rodham Clinton. She fanned the flames of the Arab Spring. Benghazi was there to funnel weapons into Turkey from Benghazi, Libya, which ultimately found their way into Syria to support the rebel freedom fighters, which morphed into ISIS. Barack Hussein Obama, without everything that he's done, ISIS would never have formed. When Obama removed our military, he created a vacuum that he knew would be filled with the militants that he has been supporting. But there's no mention of that in the university classrooms. It's scary, folks. Read the rest of the article. There's an awful lot of worthwhile information to glean. And there's no doubt that Islam is a twisted and perverted cult, followed by Barack Hussein Obama, the Manchurian candidate, who is a radical, extremist, Islamic, homosexual, crack-smoking Muslim Arab on a mission to destroy the American way of life. He did say that he will transform America. And he's doing exactly what he said he'd do. You think not? You're not awake.